So what are endocrine glands? Endocrine glands are the glands which pour their secretion directly into the blood, whereas exocrine glands are the glands which possess ducts. Okay, endocrine glands are also called as the ductless gland क्योंकि there is nothing to store. Whenever it is required, they are secreted directly into the blood, and that hormone is utilized. Okay, now see, this is just an introduction. What is a gland? It is a type of organ. It is a organ which secretes particular chemical, and what that chemical is called as? That chemical is called as hormone. Okay. Now there are three types of glands: endocrine, exocrine and heterocrine. अभी मैंने आपको बताया what is exocrine gland. Just a minute. Eva, mobile दो दो. Hello, now is it coming? अभी आ रही है आवाज?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So ठीक है. So what are exocrine glands? Exocrine glands are the glands which possess duct, and they synthesize, and whatever the secretion is there, that is stored in the duct, and whenever it is required, it is secreted into the blood. Like for example, आपका sweat gland होता है, salivary gland, mammary gland, stomach and liver. So all these glands, they contain the secretion, but when it is released, whenever it is required. Okay. ये आप ऑलरेडी HAP में पढ़ चुके हो. नाउ वी कम टू द नेक्स्ट स्लाइड. व्हाट इज एंडोक्राइन ग्लैंड? एंडोक्राइन ग्लैंड, एज आई टोल्ड यू, एग्जांपल यहाँ पे आपको मेंशन है. जस्ट अ मिनट. ओके, सो पिट्यूटरी ग्लैंड, पैंक्रियाज. पैंक्रियाज इज अ एंडोक्राइन ग्लैंड एज वेल एज एक्सोक्राइन ग्लैंड. ऑल ऑफ यू नो. थायराइड ग्लैंड, एड्रिनल ग्लैंड. ओके, तो इन सारे ग्लैंड्स में से आपको दो ग्लैंड्स पढ़ने हैं. दे आर इन योर सिलेबस. One is your pituitary gland and the other one is your thyroid gland. Okay, so pituitary gland and thyroid gland is in your syllabus. So this is the third type of gland which is called as the heterocrine gland. What is heterocrine gland? These are the glands which possess both the properties, that is they are endocrine as well as exocrine in nature. For example, मैंने अभी आपको बताया pancreas. Pancreas contains both type of cells, endocrine as well as exocrine. The endocrine part of the pancreas, it secretes what? It secretes insulin, whereas the exocrine part of the pancreas secretes the glucagon. Okay, now we'll go to the next part. Okay, this is the positioning of various glands in our body. ये आप देख सकते हो, this is thyroid gland. It is a butterfly shaped gland which is present in our neck below the hyoid cartilage. Okay, now see, this is, ये जो thyroid gland होता है, ये जो joining है, this joining is called as isthmus, which you will study in detail in the thyroid chapter. Okay, next आता है parathyroid gland. Parathyroid gland जो होता है, it is located near the thyroid itself. Next है आपका thymus gland, जिसका position यहाँ पे है. This is your pancreas. Okay, and this is your kidney, और kidney के ऊपर कौन सा gland होता है आपका? The adrenal gland is present. So this is your adrenal gland and this is your pancreas, and this is यूट्रस. यूट्रस में जो ओवरीज होते हैं, ओके, इन केस ऑफ फीमेल्स, एंड टेस्टिस इन केस ऑफ मेल्स. तो ये हो गए हमारे सारे एंडोक्राइन ग्लैंड्स. नाउ वी गो टू द नेक्स्ट स्लाइड. ओके, नाउ डायरेक्टली कमिंग टू द एंडोक्राइन सिस्टम. एंडोक्राइन सिस्टम इज नथिंग. अभी व्हाट इज एंडोक्राइन ग्लैंड? इट इज अ सिंगल ग्लैंड. बट व्हाट इज एंडोक्राइन सिस्टम? इट इज अ सिस्टम which is a collection of glands. And what is the function of these glands? These glands regulate various functions like metabolism, growth. Okay, they regulate the blood sugar level, they maintain the sleep. Okay, so हर gland का, हर hormone का अलग अलग function होता है, which we will study in the subsequent slides. Okay, now जो भी endocrine glands होते हैं, there is supply of blood, and this I have already told you that they are also called as the ductless gland because they do not possess the duct, and they pour their secretion directly into the blood. Now see, this is the example of a endocrine gland. Okay, see, this is the endocrine gland. Whenever ये जो अंदर vesicles बने हुए हैं, these are called as secretory vesicles. Whenever required, यहाँ पे synthesis होता है, and whenever required by our blood, तभी synthesis होता है, and after that this is release directly into the blood vessel. See, this diagram is self-explanatory. Okay, ये आपका एंडोक्राइन सेल है जहाँ पे आपका हार्मोन बनता है एंड बनने के बाद वो रिलीज होता है ब्लड वेसल में एंड फ्रॉम द ब्लड वेसल इट इज गोइंग टू योर टारगेट सेल वेयर एवर इट इज रिक्वायर्ड. और ये जो ब्लू कलर की स्ट्रक्चर्स है दीज आर नथिंग बट दीज आर रिप्रेजेंटिंग द हार्मोन्स. So this is how the endocrine gland, the secretion from the endocrine gland takes place. Understood? Now we come to the next slide. See, all of you know that hypothalamus, it is the major organ or it is a major gland which controls entire endocrine system, you can say. Okay, hypothalamus is the major regulator. क्योंकि आपने पहले HAP में पढ़ा होगा that कोई भी हार्मोन सिक्रीट होगा कि नहीं, इट इज डिसाइडेड बाय हाइपोथैलेमस बाय आइदर नेगेटिव फीडबैक मैकेनिज्म और पॉजिटिव फीडबैक मैकेनिज्म. ओके, सी हाइपोथैलेमस क्या करता है? ओके, आई विल गिव यू वन एग्जांपल. सपोज देयर इज थायराइड हार्मोन. ओके, थायराइड हार्मोन का लेवल अगर हमारे ब्लड में कम हो जाता है, सपोज इफ देयर इज अ पर्सन एंड दैट पर्सन इज सफरिंग फ्रॉम hypothyroidism, so obviously the level of thyroid hormone will be less. Okay, so what will happen? A message will be sent to your hypothalamus. Okay, hypothalamus के पास message जाएगा and that message is called as negative feedback mechanism. Okay, why it is called negative? Because your hormone level has gone down in the blood, so as a result a message will be sent to hypothalamus. Now what hypothalamus will do? It will send a message to your pituitary gland. Okay, see this. This is your hypothalamus. It releases some hormone. क्योंकि ये मैसेज पहुंचाएगा कैसे? Pituitary gland तक by means of hormone. Okay, so hypothalamus what it will do? Hypothalamus will release hormone. जैसे ही hypothalamus को मैसेज मिलेगा वो एक हार्मोन रिलीज करेगा. Either it will be stimulatory or you can say either that hormone will be releasing hormone or that hormone can be inhibiting hormone. Okay, now suppose I am talking about thyroid hormone. So hypothalamus कौन सा हार्मोन सिक्रीट करेगा? It will secrete thyroid releasing hormone. Understood all of you? So thyroid releasing hormone hypothalamus से secrete होगा और वो कहाँ जाएगा? It will go to the pituitary gland. See, this purple colored part is the anterior pituitary gland. So a message will go to the anterior pituitary gland by see, these veins are called as the hypophyseal portal veins. Okay, so the message will be going to your anterior pituitary gland by means of a hormone. In case of thyroid gland it will be TRH. Now what this pituitary gland will do? ये मैसेज किसको भेजेगा? थायराइड ग्लैंड को. बिकॉज एक्चुअली में जो हार्मोन का सिक्रीशन है वो कहाँ से होना है? आपका थायराइड ग्लैंड से सिक्रीट होना है. ओके, बट थायराइड ग्लैंड अपने आप कोई भी हार्मोन सिक्रीट नहीं कर सकता जब तक कि उसको कोई मैसेज नहीं आता है ब्रेन से. आर यू गेटिंग? सो पिट्यूटरी ग्लैंड क्या करेगा? इट विल सेंड अ मैसेज टू द थायराइड ग्लैंड. अभी पिट्यूटरी ग्लैंड कैसे मैसेज सेंड करेगा? बाय सिक्रीटिंग अ हार्मोन. In case of thyroid hormone, it is called as TSH. Understood? Thyroid stimulating hormone. That thyroid stimulating hormone will go from pituitary gland to the thyroid gland and it will cause the synthesis of T3 and T4, that is the thyroid hormone, and after that the hormones will be released into the blood. Understood? This entire phenomena, this entire pathway is called as negative feedback mechanism. Okay, I think you have understood. This is the pathway which I have just told you. It is applicable for all the hormones. Understood? I think you have got it. मैंने आपको एक एग्जांपल दिया था थायराइड हार्मोन का. So just remember, hypothalamus is the main regulator. It secretes two types of hormones, either releasing hormone or inhibiting hormone. Okay, so that releasing, अगर आपके बॉडी में हार्मोन की जरूरत है तो hypothalamus will secrete the releasing hormone, and if your body requires decrease in the level of hormone, then inhibitory hormone is released. Understood all of you? Now we go further. आगे ये this topic, this point will be repeated again and again. Now see, we are now discussing about the pituitary gland because we have to study about anterior pituitary. The pituitary gland consists of, all of you know, एक होता है आपका anterior pituitary gland, एक होता है आपका पोस्टीरियर पिट्यूटरी ग्लैंड. तो मैंने आपको अभी लास्ट स्लाइड में क्या बताया? द पर्पल कलर्ड पार्ट, This is called as the anterior pituitary. It is larger in size, and this posterior part, क्योंकि ये देखो पीछे की साइड लोकेटेड है, it is called as the posterior pituitary gland, and it is called as neurohypophysis. So what is adenohypophysis? It is the anterior pituitary gland. And what is neurohypophysis? It is the posterior pituitary gland. And see, it is mentioned here, it is influenced by the hormones which come from the hypothalamus, which I just have explained you. Okay. Now neurohypophysis, that is the posterior pituitary gland, is influenced by the neurons which convey hormones directly from hypothalamic nuclei for storage of posterior lobe. So basically both the lobes, चाहे वो आपका anterior pituitary gland हो या posterior pituitary gland हो, both are influenced by hypothalamus. Okay, I think it is clear now. We go to the next slide. So these are the hormones which are secreted by anterior lobe or anterior pituitary gland: growth hormone, prolactin, TSH, okay, ACTH, that is adrenocorticotrophic hormone, follicle stimulating hormone, and luteinizing hormone. These are secreted by anterior pituitary gland. Posterior pituitary gland secretes vasopressin and oxytocin. Okay. And there is one more lobe, intermediate lobe. As the name itself indicates, it is the lobe which is present between the anterior and posterior lobe. That is intermediate lobe, and it secretes the hormone which is called as melanocyte stimulating hormone. Okay, so these hormones you have to remember all the names. So in your syllabus we have to study the hormones of anterior pituitary gland. Understood? तो हमको ये सारे hormones पढ़ने हैं, इनके analogs पढ़ने हैं. Analogs का मतलब क्या होता है कि see, all these are secreted in our body, but whenever there is deficiency of these hormones, अगर हमारी body में ये hormones की deficiency है, then what it is required? It is required to give these hormones from outside. Okay, we are giving some synthetic analogs of these hormones from outside. Okay, so they are called as analogs, and हमको analogs भी पढ़ने हैं and उनके antagonist भी पढ़ने हैं. Okay, now posterior lobe से आपका vasopressin secrete होता है and oxytocin. Vasopressin is an antidiuretic hormone which decreases the urine output, and oxytocin is a hormone which has the uterine contraction property. Understood all of you? तो ये आपके syllabus में नहीं है. I think it is in your next sem. So first we will be discussing the first हमारा hormone है growth hormone. Okay. So what is growth hormone? It is a single chain peptide. All of you know all the hormones are proteinaceous in nature, and all the proteins are made up of amino acid. So growth hormone is a single chain peptide. Such type of questions are asked in exams. It is a single chain peptide having 191 amino acids and molecular weight of 22,000. Okay, but this molecular weight is in Daltons. Okay, so it is a single chain peptide. कितने amino acid होते हैं? 191 amino acids. Now, mechanism of action. The growth hormone acts through JAK-STAT pathway. This is very important. This we will study. Okay. Receptors for growth hormone, releasing hormone, and somatostatin are G protein coupled receptors which increase or decrease the secretion of growth hormone. Okay, through the formation of cyclic AMP. So now I will try to explain you this point. So what it is mentioned here? What do you understand by GHRH? Growth hormone releasing hormone. Understood? So मैंने अभी आपको एक एग्जाम्पल दिया था थायराइड हार्मोन का, that for the secretion of thyroid hormone, which hormone is secreted from hypothalamus? Thyroid releasing hormone, that is the TRH. In the same way, for growth hormone, which hormone is secreted from the hypothalamus? That is the growth hormone releasing hormone. Okay, so अगर आपके बॉडी में growth hormone का लेवल कम है, then hypothalamus detects that level and it causes the release of which hormone? Growth hormone releasing hormone. Understood? And somatostatin. Understood all of you? So ये जो दोनों hormones mentioned है, don't get confused. मैंने आपको पहले ही बताया, जहाँ पे भी releasing hormone लिखा है या inhibiting hormone लिखा है, that is secreted by hypothalamus. So this you have to remember. So GHRH, it is the growth hormone releasing hormone. It is secreted by hypothalamus. Understood? Now what it is mentioned, what is G protein coupled receptor, what is JAK-STAT pathway? See, जो आपका JAK-STAT pathway, both are the type of receptors to which all these chemicals combine and produces action. Okay, like अगर आपका growth hormone है, how it will produce its activity? By binding with this receptor. Understood? Growth hormone produces its action after binding with JAK-STAT receptor. Understood? Whereas growth hormone releasing hormone and somatostatin, they are G protein coupled receptor. This difference you have to remember. Growth hormone कौन से receptor से काम करता है? JAK-STAT receptor. Growth hormone releasing hormone and somatostatin, ये हम डिटेल में पढ़ेंगे. somatostatin, both of these they act by binding with G protein coupled receptor. Understood all of you? So this point you remember. Now see, this is the diagram for JAK-STAT pathway. Okay, ये आप yes, why it is called as JAK-STAT pathway and JAK-STAT receptor, both I mean to say the same thing, because see this entire pathway, इस पूरे pathway को आप बोलोगे JAK-STAT pathway, और ये जो receptor present है on the cell membrane, it is called as the JAK receptor, JAK-STAT receptor. Understood all of you? So JAK and STAT pathway से कौन काम करता है? The growth hormone. I'll show you one video for that also. Now see, this receptor is also called as JAK-STAT protein kinase receptor. Okay, you will understand this. Now see what happens from this diagram. Okay, before going to this diagram, these 5 fingers you have to remember. Okay, now before that यहाँ पे एक word लिखा है cell signaling. What is the meaning of cell signaling? पहले आपको ये पता होना चाहिए. Signal transduction pathway or cell signaling. Okay, see, I'll give you one example. सबसे पहले जब भी कोई एक्शन प्रोड्यूस करना होता है, so you require one signal. Are you getting? सबसे पहले एक सिग्नल आया हाइपोथैलेमस से. Understood? That signal came in the form of a hormone. That signal went to pituitary gland in the form of a hormone. From pituitary gland, the signal went to your gland, whatever gland is there, by a hormone. Are you getting? अभी क्या होता है? That hormone itself will not produce the action. पहले वो hormone जो है, whatever hormone हो, drug हो, whatever material is there, it will bind with the receptor which is present on the cell membrane. Okay, यहाँ पे हमारा कौन सा, हर चीज के लिए there is different receptor. For growth hormone कौन सा receptor है? JAK-STAT receptor. So what will happen? ये जो यहाँ पे दिख रहा है ना आपको, cytokine लिखा हुआ है. This is orange color small ball. So you just imagine this is your hormone. ये hormone आके ये receptor के साथ bind होगा, and whenever it will bind with the receptor, there will be some changes occurring in the receptor. Okay, after 10 minutes it will be over, so you have to rejoin. So what will happen? जैसे ही ये hormone इस receptor के साथ bind होगा, there will be some changes occurring in this receptor, and as a result of this changes, what will happen? There will be changes taking place in the DNA. That is, there will be transcription and translation. So this pathway is called as signal transduction pathway. Okay, by using signal you are performing certain activities. Are you getting? So signal is nothing but these are the hormones. Now coming to this point, whenever someone asks you what is cell signaling, then आपको ये 5 पॉइंट याद रखने हैं. सेल सिग्नलिंग में क्या क्या होता है? सबसे पहले एक सिग्नलिंग मॉलिक्यूल होता है. सिग्नलिंग मॉलिक्यूल इज योर, इट कैन बी योर हार्मोन, इट कैन बी योर ड्रग. ओके, सेकेंड है रिसेप्टर. So this signaling molecule will come, it will bind with the receptor. Third, what is the important content? Cellular activators or second messenger. So ये जो signaling molecule है पहले आएगा, इस receptor के साथ bind होगा. Then what it will do? This receptor will get activated. After activation, there will be activation of secondary messenger. अभी secondary messenger क्या है? This you will see in the subsequent slide. Okay. Second, I'll give you one example of secondary messenger, cyclic AMP, CAMP. Okay. So ये हो गया आपका secondary messenger, generate होगा, produce होगा. This secondary messenger will act on the DNA and it will cause transcription. Understood? And this, due to this transcription, what will happen? Transcription से DNA से RNA बनेगा, RNA से protein बनेगा, and that protein will be showing the cellular effect. So these are the 5 fingers to remember the cell signaling. Okay, now what is the meaning of second messenger and what is the meaning of first messenger? I will try to explain you in this slide. See, जो भी hormone cell membrane तक आता है, okay, in this case I am talking, suppose one hormone is coming and it is binding with this receptor, so this hormone will be your primary messenger. Understood? क्योंकि ये मैसेज लेके आया है कहाँ तक? सेल मेम्ब्रेन तक या रिसेप्टर तक. अभी ये रिसेप्टर एक्टिवेट हो गया, यू कैन सी इट हियर. नाउ आफ्टर दैट, जैसे ही ये रिसेप्टर एक्टिवेट होगा, देयर विल बी एक्टिवेशन ऑफ अदर chemicals inside the cell. So whatever chemical that will be activated due to activation of receptor will be called as secondary messenger. जो कि देखो, हार्मोन मैसेज रिसेप्टर तक लेके आया, अभी रिसेप्टर से न्यूक्लियस तक कौन लेके जाएगा मैसेज? So for that you require second chemical, and that second chemical which is transporting the message from the cell membrane to the nucleus is called as the secondary messenger. So I think it is clear now what is first messenger, what is second messenger. Okay. Now see, in short I'll explain you this, then I'll show you one video. See, suppose ये हार्मोन है, अभी यहाँ पे हम कौन से हार्मोन की बात कर रहे हैं? ग्रोथ हार्मोन की बात कर रहे हैं. So growth hormone will come. This is the first step. See, 1 is written here. This hormone will come. It will bind with this receptor. Okay. This receptor contains JAK. Okay. Janus kinase. It is nothing but it is the Janus kinase. Okay. So JAK receptor के साथ bind होगा. And see, this is the second step. When it will bind with the JAK receptor, see this. What has happened after binding? ये जो दो strands थे, they have come close to each other. Understood? So now what has happened? The hormone has bind with the receptor, and due to this binding of hormone and the receptor, there is activation of this receptor. Understood? Now what do you mean by activation of receptor? जैसे ही receptor activate होगा, these two strands will come close to each other, and you can see this stat. Okay, the stat will appear. Okay, now you can see here there are two phosphate groups which are attached to the stat molecule. Okay, so there will be phosphorylation of this receptor. This is called as phosphorylation, and phosphorylation causes the activation of the JAK STAT receptor. So now what will happen? See this. See the third step. ये आपका third step हो गया. Now what will happen in the fourth step? This receptor has been completely activated and there will be dimerization taking place. Now what do you mean by dimerization? See, dimer का what does the word indicate? It indicates dimer means होता है two. And what is the definition of dimerization? It is a type of addition reaction. Understood? In which two molecules of the same compound bind with each other. As you can see it here. देखो यहाँ पे ये दोनों separately present है. But now see, first this stat was present alone. This is one molecule, this is other molecule. Both are containing phosphate groups. Now what will happen? There will be dimerization. Dimerization means they both will be joined together. Just now I told you what is dimerization. It is a type of addition reaction in which two molecules of the same type, they bind with each other. So now what has happened? There is formation of the state dimer, and this stat dimer will be able to enter into the nucleus. Understood all of you? And when it enters the nucleus, it causes the activation of transcription process, and as a result of transcription, what will happen? There will be production of RNA protein by the process of translation, and this protein will be responsible for producing the pharmacological action. Now see this. This is one animation. Just now what I have explained you can see it here. Ligand binds with the JAK STAT receptor. This is the first step. What is ligand? It is the hormone. Which hormone? Growth hormone. Understood? So first what will happen? It will bind and it will cause activation of receptor. After that what will happen? See this. Phosphorylation of JAK. Just now I told you what is phosphorylation. It is the addition of a phosphate group. what will happen next? There will be phosphorylation of STAT. You just now have seen, पहले JAK का phosphorylation होता है and the receptor is activated, then उसके बाद STAT का phosphorylation होता है. Then after that what happens? There is detachment of STAT dimer. Just now you have seen, सबसे पहले STAT का phosphorylation हुआ, फिर वो जो STAT है वो separate हो जाता है from the receptor and it enters inside the nucleus. Okay, now see what will happen next. This will enter in the nucleus and there will be transcription. Understood all of you? So this is how the JAK hormone produces its action by binding with JAK-STAT receptor. Now this you always keep in mind that growth hormone जो होता है, it produces its action by binding with JAK-STAT receptor, whereas just now I told you the growth hormone releasing hormone and the which one, somatostatin, which are secreted by hypothalamus, they act through G protein coupled receptor. Are you getting? They are acting for the same cause, but the receptors to which they are binding is different. Okay, now see what is the action of growth hormone. All of you know, as the name itself indicates, growth hormone is responsible for growth. So how it is responsible for growth? It causes the growth of bones, cartilage and connective tissue. Okay, it causes growth promotion, nitrogen retention and certain metabolic activities. All of you know that for growth, which nutrition is required? We require proteins more. Are you getting? So how the growth hormone causes growth promotion? By causing nitrogen retention. And what is amino acid made up of? It is made up of NH2. Are you getting? So by causing nitrogen retention in our body, it causes the promotion of growth. Understood all of you? Now see, somatomedins or IGF-1 and 2. Okay, listen this carefully. IGF, what is IGF-1? IGF-1 is nothing but it is insulin-like growth factor. Okay, it is produced by our liver. Understood all of you? So what is IGF? It is produced by our liver and it is also called as somatomedians. And why it is called as insulin-like growth factor? Because its activity resembles to that of insulin. What is the activity of insulin? Insulin causes reduction in blood sugar level. Understood? So somatomedins भी क्या करते हैं? They decreases the blood sugar level. Now what is their use? Okay, see what happens. When we will go to the further slides, आपको ये समझ में आएगा कि growth hormone causes increase in the blood sugar level. Are you getting? अगर blood sugar level बहुत ज़्यादा बढ़ जाएगा, that will lead to diabetic like condition. So to maintain that, all of you know our body has got a homeostatic mechanism. Okay, so जैसे ही हमारा blood sugar level ज़्यादा बढ़ेगा, तो what will happen? There will be release of somatomedins from the liver. Understood? And see all of you wait, I am searching for a video to show you. So we will wait for some time, let others join. जिन लोगों ने पहले ज्वाइन किया था उनको बोलो ज्वाइन करने के लिए. Okay, so just wait for some time. I'll search one video.